Hey everybody, Paul here. Hey, I'm going to show you guys how to create a site. Okay, I'll show you two ways. I'm going to show you one way where I just kind of copy whatever, where I kind of copy what I've done already, the template. The true work is is the first time you do it. Once you get it done and you get it like you like, then you just got to copy and then you can make a little edits here and there. Okay, so I'll show you to do that. Let me show you how to do that first. Here I have a site. Okay, this is one of my high school student sites. Okay, and I know it looks like it's a lot of work. It's really not. Okay. I'll try to walk you through there and just kind of show you how you can change things up and really kind of make it your own. Okay. Now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a copy. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to click on the duplicate site button. Okay. And I'm going to put on there. I'm going to just make up a name, John Brown. Okay. Epic site. Okay. And I'm going to duplicate it. Duplicate. And voila. You made a copy. Okay. Now it's going to take a few minutes. It always does. But I'm going to go through and just kind of show you some of the things in here that I create. Okay. And maybe explain a little bit why I like it. This is my teacher notes section. Okay. Now this is a student. This is the end of the year. I copied another student's site. And this is what they needed to do. This student that did a lot of in textbooks and in written stuff. So that's why I didn't have them bring them up as far as they do. Okay. On there, but we can vary it up for every student. And the reason I like it is because right here, you can send this to the parent, and the parent can check on it and do it. Now, I'm going to go to Gmail, and we'll see if our copy is ready. And it is. And we go to the top, and we open it up. Now, this is the important thing, is you must go back and close out that other page, because if not, you'll get it all messed up. Okay? Trust me. It's done numerous times. So I'm going to come in, I'm going to go John Brown, edit it. I'm going to name the site up here. The new name, John Brown. Epic site. Okay. And I'm going to put John Brown. Epic site. There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to click publish. And that's actually what puts it up on the web. And makes it a site. Now, someone asked me about, can we change the name of it? And you can. If you ever want to see what your site looks like, there's a couple ways to do it. And I recommend you do that every so often. But you can change the name of it, but that would be, this is the domain name. Okay, now, to change the domain name, you're going to need to go to GoDaddy. It's like $1. Okay, to do it. I think they have different packages, so you can do numerous ones. But you'd have to go through there to one of those sites and change it there. I kind of like just using the randomness because it means it's more specific. They're not going to access it, will be a little bit tougher. Okay, now here I have the site. We've already changed it. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just be really, really simple. Okay, I'm going to go through, and sometimes I'll come in and I'll delete what we need to, if there's anything that's specific to the student, that'd be like the video. I use Screencast-O-Matic. Let's see if it'll pull it up. Screencast-O-Matic, I record it and then I send it to my student.
Hey, Jordan, Paul here. Hey, I'm just going to...
There we go. You talking to me. Okay, but I would do things like I would delete that. Some of the things you might need to delete, some different things, but it's all kind of helpful. I change things up. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go through, I'm going to change some of these logins. Like let's say they're in Comprehend. I'm going to go through and I'm going to put in JB. He's middle student. Okay? And I just put in I just change the logins. And it's all there. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and I'm just going to kind of leave it where it's at, but I'm going to come in, I'm going to click on the, let's say they're not in Comprehend. So I'm going to come in, I'm going to click on this button right there, and what you can do, you can either delete it or you can come in and you can replace an image. You can upload an image if you want. Okay. Let's say, and I'm going to show you how to actually put them in there, PLE. Okay. So I put Play-Doh in, and there's a couple things you can do. Okay. I'm going to try to save an image as ed1, and that's a fairly easy way to do it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. Okay, but it's all there. I just saved it, and when I save it, I'm going to make sure I save it to my desktop. That makes it easier to find. Okay, now another thing you can do is you can do a snip, and that's a little like download that you got to do. But there's my snipping tool. I click on it. I click on new. And I'm just going to kind of highlight and make a snip. And ed 2. Make sure it's in desktop and save it. And now, when I go back to my site, if I'm going to change that, all I got to do is come up here, replace an image, upload, and there's ed 2. Looks like, wow, ed 1 worked out fairly well. Okay, we'll put that in there, open. Okay, now you might have to, and that's kind of the thing about it, is you got to mess around with it a little bit. There you go. So it's not a perfect science. So I would say this, it's sometimes like that works, okay, but it doesn't work very well. Now, sometimes you need to kind of think about anything that you copy and paste. It's like oblong and square, you're going to have a little bit of problems with it. So I try to make it a little bit as square as possible. It just makes it easier to fill in the page. Okay, now, but that should give you an idea how to do it. Now, creating links inside of it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and put in a link. And I just click right there, and it's going to go to, okay, we're going to change it. So I'm going to go ple, I take the other one out, ple.platoweb.com. Okay, and I always say this is come back and check it, see if it works. You're in the edit screen, so it's going to take twice to get out, and that didn't work, so we need to go back and we need to do it again. Edit it. platoweb.com. Open it. There we go, and it works. Okay, so always check your links and just make sure, because then it kind of, it's embarrassing if it doesn't work. Okay. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Back to the site, and you just kind of do this for all of those. Okay, and like I said, if you have, like, here's a crash course that we got from earlier in the year. I got it from actually Ms. Harlan, and I used it to supplement a science. I had a student that was a little bit behind. Actually, what we did is we used some of her chemistry from Votech and some other things, but I figured I wanted some more documentation, so I gave her the crash course, and she actually really enjoyed the crash course. But we can go ahead and we can delete it. Now, on here, I will say this, is that you need to check on this first, okay, and just make sure that it's shared. Oh, sorry. This is Boston. Boston's a rescue kitten. I love Boston, but Boston's a little mean, so she'll probably be back up there again. When you go up, is you're going to share, and just make sure, there I got it with all the people on there. Copy link, but there I got editor privileges, and if it's a document that they're going to actually work on, you need to give them editor privileges. Okay, so someone can see the other teachers I've shared it with also. Okay, I got a new Chromebook, so it's going to basically do that. Now, let me see if you can attach, because editors can change permissions and share. Viewers and commenters can see the option to print download. Okay. You just need to make sure that it actually, see. Okay, there we go. And see, I went down below, and this is the important. You want to make public anyone on the internet can find and view, because if you don't do that, then it can be specific to Epic Charter Schools, and that parent might not be able to log into that page. Okay. So when I'm meeting with, like, let's say I'm doing an ILP or something like that, the parents there, as I have them pull up the video. Or not the video, but the site on their phone, and then they show it to me, and that way I make sure that it works. But it's really important that you make that public, okay? And that's a new feature that I just kind of had to figure out, and it's all there. So you need to do that with your documents, and you for sure need to do that with your site, okay? We'll see if we can pull that up on the site, change, okay? And see, it's restricted. This would not have worked. So I'm going to make anyone with the link can view, and publish on the site, public. And then done. And that allows them to open them up. If not, it wouldn't work out. It might work on students, but it probably wouldn't work on the parents. Okay? So do that with your documents, and then do that with your site. In here, the way I kind of use this is that what I'll put in there is I'll put in, like, if you need to, like, let's say this is a new John Brown, and he's in geometry. I just come in and I put in geometry. I put in English. Let's say he's in 2. Okay? He's in bio. Biology. Okay, he's in world, he's in, that's my cat again, I told you. She's a typer. There you go. But you can change that up however you want. What I did is this, is I put in, like I said, I'm going to put in their geometry. Here's how I do it throughout the school year. I put current pace, and I put like 52%. Okay? And I put B at 59% by Feb February 14th. Okay, and then I'm going to put on here, I usually do it 2 weeks at a time, be at 66% by February 21st. Okay, 1. Anytime you make changes, and just do this throughout, is you're going to come back and you're going to publish it. And that just saves the changes that you want. It does change automatically, but still there's kind of always questions in the back of my mind. In the old days, you would lose everything if it shut down, and now you kind of don't. Okay, now, so that's how I work in there. I go back and I change this. If I want to take out documents, I take out documents. All you got to do is just delete it. Okay, Control Z will bring back any mistake you made. It pulls it back up. Okay, you can put any kind of document if you want to replace this with a different document. Okay, I simply delete it. I click on the space, and then I'm going to go in here. I'm going to put. I usually use the embed. Okay, now when I do that, I'll show you what. Listen, I'm just going to pull up Google Docs. Okay, I'm going to put up. You guys are the first to see this. I'm so excited. Those are student resumes, not my resume. I'm going to put up there my novel that I've got, like, that's not good. Okay. The Blood. Anyway, it's going to be a big, huge hit. There'll be movies. I'll be famous. All that good stuff. I'll put in here, I'm going to put in there. Well, that's got a student in there. We'll just leave it in there. But that's a student sample. Okay. I'm going to copy that. Control C. I know Jordan wouldn't mind. He's a great kid. I'm going to come back and I'm going to go to my site. And I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to click embed. Control B. I paste it in there. It's going to show you. And I click insert. And there it is. Right there. There's the new one right there. Okay. You can also do that if I go all the way down. Now here's something I did. I just took a picture of their student information. You can also copy and paste it, but I got that from their grade book and I put it in there, and that way that, you know, the principal's email, all that stuff is in there. There's my student information, all that stuff's in there, phone numbers and all that other good stuff. And I'll leave this on there, and I need to probably take this down. I'll change it up enough so you don't have to worry about any other good stuff. But it should give you an idea what to do. You can any information you want to. You can just put your own student email, student whatever you want to put on there, date of birth, all that other good stuff is fine. Now. Zoom meetings, okay. I put and there's a little video showing you how to get to Zoom. Okay. Let's shut that down. Be quiet. Okay. Click here to go to Zoom. There's another one. So I put a couple. Here's teacher contact information. My calendar looks like I took it off of there. If I want to insert something, and I'm going to come over here, and here's the insert. I can come over here, and I can find an actual calendar. And there it is right there. I click calendar, okay, and I can put any calendar I want to on there. There's an old one. You can put your calendar on there. It's going to pull it up. You can make it big. You make it however you want to. Really, you can do anything like that you want. And I put it on there. I put my personal one on there because I made it one for Epic and I wasn't changing it. I was forgetting and it led to some confusion, but my one's always right. I also attached my principal on there just in case, for whatever reason. There it kind of shows you. Okay, so I see what I did here is I basically just, I didn't have the right spot. So if I want to move this up, I'm glad I did this. If I want to move this up, all I got to do is this. Is I come up here and I'm going to move it underneath the calendar. That little double line shows you. And there it is. Okay, so now I know it's perfect. It's always a good idea to go through and view the site. Here's just some other links, and like I said, I just changed their login and their password. It's all there. If you want to move this cell up, usually I have this cell up closer. I just go up there and put it. Okay, good. One thing that I found incredibly successful is this, is if I don't meet with them, is like I said, Screencast-O-Matic, and that's another video. That's what I'm using now to make this, and it's fairly simple to do. Now, on your own sites, we'll go back there. Okay, I think I showed you. I'll go through it once again really quick. Okay, just go to sites, and you're going to click create new sites, and there you're off and running. I already kind of showed you how to say the name. That's the most important thing you do. Is it actually what sets up the sites? Okay, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through. I'm going to just do a couple things. Okay, I'm going to, like I said, just for review sakes, Ronald, and we put them in there, make a site name, Ronald, and then make the site, and then I'm going to save it. Okay, now I'm not going to save it now because I don't want to create another site, but that's okay. Give you an idea. These are the layouts. You can click on there, like you can put your core, you can put your IXL, you can put StudyIL in there. Okay, all those work fairly well, fairly simple. And down here I'll put the logins. Once again, I highlight and I attach the link. Okay, it goes, and this would be like just a really simple one. If you want to put in a like some type of pacing guide or something like that you make in a Google Doc, yeah, you can do it up. Okay, put in whatever you want to put in. Here's a Oklahoma history lesson, and I'm going to put it in there. Okay, it's all there. If you want to put a form beside it, okay, you can do that. Boom. Okay, I'm going to go to forms, and there's a Falls Creek form from a long time ago. Okay, but I just got to go in and do that. Oh, looks like I went over top of it. And if I did a mistake, I just go back and put Control Z, and it doesn't. Now I'm going to click right beside it. Sometimes it's easier to go below. And I'm going to click below, and I'm going to put in my form. And we'll attach it. And, oh, I see, because I'm in my Darren McCord account. So this is an old one. But it's all right there. Okay, and they can kind of work together, and they can, however you want to do it. There's tons of things you can do. You can put a map. I mean, if you want to put your library, you can insert maps. I don't know if I've ever done that. Here's a pretty cool feature. You can put a slide. Really anything you want. Okay, there's an old lesson slide that I did. And you just put it there. Okay, you can move it if you want to. Here's one thing that I've used in the past is my slides is I go to pages and I want to create another page. Okay, I'm going to put U.S. history. Okay, I click done. And then I'm going to go through and I go back to insert and I'm going to click that and I'm going to put that page in there. Okay, so I'll put my slide on there. I insert it, I move it around. Okay. If I want to insert a YouTube video, definitely can do that. And this is kind of cool. U.S. history. And you just click the name of the slide that you want, and you write the history of the United States of America every year. Select, and you throw it in there. And they can move. Okay. Now the slide deal, if you want to do this, this is kind of cool. Is you can, like I said, you can always drag these and make them as big as you want, and you can actually make it where that's kind of like the whole page. If you want to take off this up here, you can definitely, you can. It's easy to do that. Just delete it, and that'll kind of be like the whole page will be that slide. The only thing is to work inside of it. They're still going to have to overlap. Okay, but just mess around. Like I said, sheets are something that's really handy. I'm going to insert a sheet, and I know Ronnie talked about putting this grade book in there, and yeah, I'm excited. Ronnie, we're tapping in a great source there. He's going to blow it up with spreadsheets, and hopefully I'll handle this part of it. And like I said, do not panic, do not fear. Okay, I'm not going anywhere. I can help you with this. I'm going to throw out some templates over the next few days that you can kind of work with. I'll put this one up there. Just remember to copy paste it, create your new site. I'm going to make, I'm working on, and I thought that was, Emily had a great idea where she wanted just like, she just wants one sheet with like all the logins. So, it'd have like, Apex, whatever they need. Okay. It'd be like their go-to site, and that'll work. And so we'll make that one work. And you can use that, and just in the one site and it's got them all on there. It's possible, if you want to just make it simple and put like a pacing guide, we can make it as simple or as difficult as you want. I would also recommend, like I said, go to YouTube. There's all types of people on there. Pinterest has a awesome resource. I've toyed around with making an English, I don't know, English, however, we still got to learn what we're going to do next year at Epic. The only thing constant at Epic is change. Okay. But hopefully this has helped. Hopefully you learned something. Like I said, I'm here. Don't be afraid to reach out. I'll help you. If we have to like Zoom and tweak yours, that's perfect. We can do that. You guys have a great summer. Stay safe and take care. Bye.